It's Fixed Blade Friday. Today let's talk about some EDC fixed blade knives. First, I have this small knife, 1/8 inch thick 01 tool steel with a saber grind with a nice thick handle that's very comfortable to hold and non-fatiguing in use. Now this is a small knife. It only has a 2 3/4 inch blade. The pancake sheath will allow you to do a neck carry or drop this in a pocket, put a belt loop on here, all kinds of different ways to carry that. The knife I made that to be a companion with is this one right here. I made this knife probably now 7 or 8 years ago. This is 5/32 of an inch thick 01 tool steel, saber ground. It's ground very thin behind the edge. As you can see, that bevel is very small, and that bevel is 15 degrees per side, 30 degrees inclusive. So this thing is an incredible slicer. The handle is bloodwood, same as this. I make all my own knives. I do have a knife oven that I can make knives up to 18 inches long. Theoretically, if I went corner to corner, but 12 inches is about the practical maximum, because I like to keep the steel away from the heating elements, because you don't want to overheat areas of the steel, and that'll affect the heat treat. This is the Baby Bush small bushcraft knife, 3-inch blade. This is 1/8 inch thick CPM 154. This is wood that I got from a place that makes hardwood flooring. They had a pallet of scraps that I got for like $15 years ago. I have no idea what this wood is, but this stuff is very heavy. It's hard. It's really dense. It's almost like having micarta scales on the knife. This would be ideal if you were going hiking or you just wanted to mess around in the woods. Great little EDC bushcraft knife. This is my full-size bushcraft knife that I made to go along with it. This is 1/8 inch thick A2 tool steel with desert ironwood scales, tubular pins, and a hidden lanyard. I put thumb scallops in here. It enables you to do a really nice pinch grip for better control, or if you even want to get up a little farther on the blade. For me, this is just the ideal bushcraft knife. I made this just to fit my needs perfectly. The broomstick handle allows comfort in any kind of grip. It doesn't matter how you grip it, it's comfortable. Next is this little neck knife. Red scales, and it's a neck knife, so this one I call the rednecker. Kydex sheath. This is 3/32 of an inch thick 01 tool steel, ground very thin. This is an incredible slicer. 2 1/8 inch pins, and then a hollow pin in the back. And it's just big enough that you can get a full grip on it, but it's also very thin. So if you want to carry this as a neck knife, it won't stick out through your clothing, and this also is ideal to drop in a pocket. I made the Kydex sheath to go with it. Carries beautifully as a neck knife, or you can take this off, like I said, and just drop it in your pocket. And last, and my very favorite one, is this one here. This is about a 3.5 inch blade length, 5/32 inch 01 tool steel. So this is a very stout knife. Convex grind. I did a full convex on this. There's no micro bevel. The convex goes right down to the apex. Bloodwood handles. Get you a little better look at that. This knife is very comfortable in hand, because the handle is nice and thick. You see it comes in about 3/4 of an inch thick. Again, with thumb scallops to help in a pinch grip. This recessed area here is perfect to put your thumb. Works great in a reverse grip. You can even hold it there in a reverse grip. You can hold it backwards, karambit style. It's just this ends up being a very flexible grip. It's comfortable no matter how you hold it. Just like that broomstick handle, this has a lot of those same qualities. So it's small enough and it's light enough, but it's also heavy enough. If I'm going to carry an EDC fixed blade, I want it to be able to do more for me than what a pocket knife can do. And this does that. With the convex grind, this is still pretty slicey, but yet it is also incredibly heavy duty. You could actually baton with this knife if you had to in an emergency. So this is my idea of the best as far as EDC fixed blades. I had made this Kydex sheath for it, and I would drop this in the pocket, or I had a tech lock on here before, or I've tried an ulti clip and putting it in the pocket. But making this belt loop was a game changer. This will now carry cross draw. And with the belt loop, it pulls in tight to the body. And if you have an untucked shirt, it covers right over it and you don't even know it's there. So this is my preferred EDC fixed blade. Out of all the different types available and all the different kinds that I've made, to me this will do bushcraft as good as a Scandi. This will do slicing like a saber grind. Maybe not quite as good as a full flat, but at least as good as a saber grind. It's heavy duty, but it's also capable of finesse. Anything from slicing up your food, doing meal prep, cleaning fish, making a shelter if necessary, to batoning, to making fires, just about anything you want to do. This knife does a great job at just about everything. A convex grind is ideal. It's heavy enough, but it's thin enough also at the edge, and it's comfortable in any grip. I don't see what more you really could want in an EDC fixed blade. This is my choice. As the best EDC fixed blade I have ever used.